On this episode of Win TV Live, highlighting outstanding Wolverines.
The process of college applications.
And a baseball brotherhood. Win TV Live starts right now.
Live from Wakeland High School in Frisco, Texas, this is Win TV.
Good afternoon, Wolverines. I'm Maddie Hardwick.
And I'm Brooke Frederick. Today is Wednesday, April 5th, 2023.
With 2 consecutive appearances in the international competition, DECA has seen a significant increase in the number of members wanting to be a part of this organization. Nicole Wisdom shares President Sarah Sunny's journey through her DECA career.
Sarah Sunny, this year's Texas DECA District 7 and Wakeland DECA president, is following her own motto, Step into the Spotlight, as she takes on a new state DECA position.
So my new DECA position is to be the State Vice President of Leadership Development for Texas DECA. So I now represent 19,000 of the incredible Texas DECA members from across the state. I get to attend a multitude of different conferences that across the year where I'll be representing Texas, and most importantly, I'll be in charge of running the State Career Development Conference.
Sarah was ultimately elected following a tedious application and interview process, but this isn't the only way her hard work paid off.
In terms of competition, in terms of my accomplishments, I first won 4th place at ICDC, the international competition, my freshman year. And as you can see over here, first place my sophomore year with my 2 teammates.
Her teammates Natalie Tebow and Samantha Stein, along with the rest of Wakeland DECA, have been some of her biggest supporters throughout her journey.
So we've been partners since freshman year. I took a dance class with Sarah freshman year, and she was like, oh, you should join DECA. And I had literally no idea what it was. So then I came into the cave and we kind of figured it out. And now here we are 3 years later and we're still together.
Over the years, their bond as a team has grown, and their support for one another is immeasurable.
If anyone knows it, it's me, it's Drano, it's the rest of the officer team. We just know how much work she's putting into this and how much she's done to accomplish this. So I'm really happy for her and I'm really proud of her.
To continue following Sarah and her DECA journey, check out @DECASarah_ on both Instagram and TikTok, and her other socials through her Linktree. For Win TV, I'm Nicole Wisdom.
As a senior class president, Winston Jefferson has proven to be a true Wolverine and is always embodying the very essence of school spirit.
Known for his passion and enthusiastic energy, Winston has become a known face among his fellow students, inspiring them to take pride in their school and strive for excellence in all they do.
I think Winston is a great face of Wakeland. I think that he brings the energy and the fun that every student should have here.
Well, Winston is unusual, and I would say in terms of motivating, encouraging, kind of creating a culture of inclusiveness.
Winston and Wakeland administration work together to bring school spirit to the land.
Some responsibilities that a class president should have is they need to know what the students want, all the students, the whole class body and just the senior body. And you want to try to improve it and make it better, a better experience for every student.
Alongside bringing school spirit, Winston has been involved with much more than just student council.
My involvement all around campus has really affected my school life because I always have a community to go to, and I have more than one community, and I have a bunch of friends all around campus, and it really just made my life at school better.
Being involved in many communities within the Wakeland walls helps Winston become a better president by getting to know his peers.
Working with somebody who is really friends with everybody, it's easy to see what the people want and what we can give them in order to give them the most spirit and the best time possible.
Winston is a true image of a Wolverine and will be forever orange and blue while still leaving a lasting impact well after he leaves.
I want my legacy at Wakeland to be an environment where students are less reserved and they feel free to support the school and show their pride for the school and have pride in themselves and what they're working hard to do.
As Winston looks ahead to graduation and beyond, it's clear that his legacy will continue to inspire and uplift the students of Wakeland for years to come. I'm Brooke Frederick for Win TV.
Highly competitive district play and playoffs are happening all around the land. I got it all for you on this edition of Wolverine Replay. One final congratulations to soccer for having yet another amazing season, with the boys and girls team finishing as area champs before falling just short in the 3rd round last week against Reedy. Shout out to these amazing teams and the amazing seniors who made these teams so special. Wakeland boys and girls golf is moving on to the regional tournament after becoming the district champs last week. Freshman Luke Colton continued his dominant season, getting first in the district tournament, and sophomore Grace Kalina led the way for the girls team, getting first place for the 2nd year in a row. The regional championship will be from April 17th through April 20th. Tennis is on its way to the regional tournament after the girls got first in the district and the boys got second. Lauren Parrott and Ella Wirtz led the way for the girls, getting first and second in the women's singles. Alba Lopez and Sophia Liu got second place in the women's doubles. Austin Gray and Andrew Santi got second place in the men's doubles, and Blake Bowe and Mariella Davies got third in the mixed doubles. The district meet for track is coming up next Thursday and Friday. Dylan Grzywinski is leading the way as a freshman, breaking a school record in the 800-meter race earlier this season. Softball took the field for Teacher Appreciation Night yesterday and enforced their will over Newman Smith, winning 11-0 and continuing their undefeated district season. Freshman Lauren McElwain had a huge night, hitting a solo home run and a grand slam. Jordan McNeese went the distance with a complete game, 1 shutout. The Lady Wolverines will travel to Lone Star on Thursday in a big district battle against the Rangers. First pitch at 7 o'clock. Baseball fell last night to Frisco High, moving to 4-3 on the district campaign. These two teams will play again on Thursday here at Wakeland. First pitch is at 7:30. Well, from Little League T-ball to high school baseball, some of this year's Wakeland team has a connection on a deeper level. This year's Wakeland baseball team has a bond created ever since they took the field as 4-year-olds, a vision from the team's first coach and Jackson Peters' dad, Craig Peters.
Started our first travel team as the Texas Knights, and then we began the Frisco Riders from there. So really the goal with the team was just to keep the boys together. I knew a lot of the boys, once we started with the Riders, a lot of those boys were in the same school district, and they played together in their travel season. And I wanted them to stay together for as long as possible.
His goal has come to life. Over time, the travel team grew with future Wakeland students. Jackson Peters and Jay Squitowski were the first ones, adding on Reed Tucker and Carson Prevey at 7 years old, then Jack Eggle, Evan Alcala, and Owen Casano over time, while also playing against future Wakeland students, creating a strong bond as teammates now.
We're able to hold each other accountable because we're not afraid to tell each other how we feel because we know each other so well. I think that makes everyone just better players.
You know, whenever one of us gets down and we just know each other so well that we can go pick each other up, and, you know, we're always going to be there and have each other's backs.
But this bond is not only as teammates, but a family for life.
We're all brothers. We don't just hang out at baseball, but we hang out outside of the field, and we really enjoy each other.
In 2017, some of this year's core players, then in 6th grade, went to Round Rock to watch Wakeland play in the state tournament. Last year, they were the ones making it to the big show.
It really means a lot. I kind of take it as God's plan, getting to finish with the same people I started with. I find it really fun.
Baseball brings you these types of full circle memories, something these players will never forget, with teammates that will be brothers for life. The Wolverines will look to repeat their state run this season, but do something neither that 2017 nor last year's team could do, win the whole tournament. For WinTV Sports, I'm Josh Rajanov. Back to you, Brooke and Maddie.
Well, thank you, Josh. And Julian Rabago has a lot of weight on his shoulders this past week as he lived the life of a Wakeland powerlifter by eating and training to see how Will Vestal lives a normal week doing a very extreme sport.
It is currently 4 a.m. on a Monday, and while 76% of the world is asleep, I'll be leaving my past life as a reporter and stepping into my new life as a powerlifter for the next week. Powerlifting is definitely a unique sport. With most sports, you only have 2 teams competing against each other. In this sport, the only thing you're competing against is yourself and your limits. I'll be working with Will Vestal, a powerlifter here in Wakeland, where he'll be showing me what it takes to reach those limits. I'll be on a workout schedule and a diet for the next few days. The first day was both the most educational and hands-on day out of my week as a newfound powerlifter. In it, I learned what powerlifters such as Will typically do in a workout, their preparations, what gear they use, and proper form. I also learned how to work out correctly myself. I additionally made the switch to a heavier, high-protein and calorie-based diet and ate accordingly. While the first day was by far the hardest for me to transition into, it gave a glimpse into what the rest of the week would look like in the following days. I stuck to my routine of various workouts, training my entire body inside of my makeshift gym in my garage, and most importantly, ate a lot of food.
Oh my god, I'm actually fighting tears.
By the end of the week, not only did I learn how excruciating it is to wake up at 4 a.m. most days, but I also got to properly experience just a small dosage of the amount of dedication and discipline required for powerlifters to hold in order to maintain and improve themselves for competitions. But despite these trials and tribulations that powerlifting experiences, the fruits of labor are fulfilling.
You just have to stay consistent, really, and then, stay consistent, everything kind of falls into place.
While many may not personally prefer the lifestyle of a powerlifter, the work of the sport is undeniable and worth its proper recognition. Athletes such as Will and many more stand to prove that there is in fact power behind the lifting, both physically and mentally. I'm Julian Rabago for WinTV.
Pause for just a second so that she sees.
High school seniors across the country are completing the process of college applications as they come to a close. With so much competition, what sets a standout application apart?
Emily Schandebauer gained insight from Wakeland staff and students on what makes a good application stand out from the rest.
Resumes, essays, and short answer questions. These are just some of the things that students have to create when applying for college. The college admissions process can be long and tiring, but with guidance from your senior class here at Wakeland, it can be less of a grueling process.
One thing I wish I'd known is how long everything takes to do for the college apps process. I would tell everyone to start your college apps early, including your essays, asking for letters of recommendation, and doing your research.
To make your college application stand out, first of all, being in a lot of different clubs and organizations is going to help. And then having a really good, solid essay. I feel like that's really important for a lot of places that require an essay.
Leadership positions are huge. It says a lot about a person when you're chosen to carry such a big role and have a lot of responsibility. So definitely talk about your leadership positions.
So sports definitely helped because it got me admissions to all these schools. It got me scholarships.
I think people need to realize that there'll be other doors and other opportunities that open for you. So you need to have an open mind as to what you're going to do.
I would say that the SAT and ACT have declined a little bit in importance recently since so many schools are going test optional. But at the same time, it's really important to study well for those tests because you never know when a good score can unlock a college offer or a really good scholarship opportunity.
Please, please, please go visit the college in person, preferably while school is going on. But definitely visiting the college and then just asking yourself what you want out of your college experience. Not only are you getting an education, but this is about a time that you are becoming into who you are. So see what you really want out of that experience.
For more information about the college admissions process, reach out to your school counselors, college admission counselors, and teachers. I'm Emily Schandebauer for WinTV.
With Wakeland being one of the few high schools in the district to have Power Lunch, people are starting to realize its importance. WinTV reporter Shah Rasmussen gives the student and faculty insight.
Wakeland is one of the only schools in the district who offer Power Lunch, but should it be mainstream on our campus? Mr. Lane, AP World History teacher, experiences the benefits of the hour-long break on the students firsthand.
Sometimes the mental break is necessary, especially as people have shorter focus times. They need that time to reclaim or regather their thoughts for being on point in class. Because really that's what teachers really want is when kids are in class, are they on point?
Students themselves also value the time and freedom given to them by this model rather than a blocked lunch schedule.
I think Power Lunch is actually a lot better because it gives you that longer period of time where you can actually do a lot more stuff than just say block lunch where you have a limited amount of time where it's just mostly just reserved to eating or socializing, whereas Power Lunch you have that 1 hour time frame where you can do a lot more.
The students also say that Power Lunch gives them academic opportunities that blocked lunch wouldn't.
There's sometimes where I think I should go in for tutorials a bit more than I do, but I think usually I'm pretty good on managing time.
If I need to learn, that's always a good opportunity to go do that, especially rather than in the mornings or after school. It's way better to do it during the day.
But Mr. Lane also realizes the detriments that Power Lunch may cause to some students not making the most of their time.
The people who really need to utilize that time in terms of Power Lunch usually are the ones that are not as self-motivated to go get that stuff done. So the kids who usually are pretty good about keeping on that kind of track and going in for the extra help are the ones who more often than not usually don't need it as much.
Power Lunch may be popular, but the benefits of it must be taken advantage of for it to be mainstream in our schools. I'm Shah Rasmussen for WinTV.
As the school year comes to a close, high school students and teachers alike are feeling the effects of burnout. With tests, projects, and deadlines looming, the pressure can be overwhelming.
WinTV reporter Ben Miller investigates the issues of burnout and shares some potential solutions to help students and teachers finish the year up strong.
As this year finally draws to a close, many are experiencing burnout in these final weeks. Burnout is caused by prolonged unmanaged stress, typically in environments like work or school. For students, the last few weeks involve preparing for final exams, finalizing college decisions, and picking schedules.
Burnout's made me feel a lot less motivated to do stuff. Like, usually I like going to school just because I can see my friends and stuff, but now I wake up every morning and I lay in my bed. I want to, you know? We all just want it to be done. Like, we have, 6 weeks left, 7 weeks left. We're all just done, you know?
Students aren't the only ones feeling stressed. Teachers are feeling the pressure coming down too.
The parts of my job that stress me out the most probably are just keeping up with the schedule of the day and when we have tests and when we have retests and balancing everybody's schedules.
Burnout is preventable and isn't something that you have to live with.
I think everybody gets to the point at this year, teachers, students, counselors, administrators, just everybody, but simply because you've been working so hard for such a long time that, I think that's a natural thing that occurs is some type of burnout. But the important thing is that you do something to kind of help you, maybe take breaks or maybe take a, mental health day or healthy outlets such as exercise.
Burnout is a problem that we all face, and learning how to manage it can help with success in the future. I'm Ben Miller for WinTV.
Follow our social media for updates and to stay in touch for what is going on here at Wakeland. I'm Maddie Hardwick.
And I'm Brooke Frederick. This has been WinTV Live for Wednesday, April 5th. Stay forever orange and blue and have a great rest of your day, Wolverines.